welcome to the Say I Do podcast. This is June.
This is Diana.
And we have a wonderful guest with us today. This is Brian.
Hello, I'm Brian.
Brian's one of our neighbors here on the little strip where we're at, where the chapel is. And we decided to invite him in because they have the coolest little shop. Brian's a tattoo artist. And he works at Wolfpack Tattoo. Just got back from LA.
The Long Beach Tattoo Convention.
I love that. So he just got back and he's exhausted, but he was game to come in today. So we're glad that you're here. Welcome, Brian.
Promise, I got it all true.
He's here for some drinks, you know.
Yeah, sure. We're here for drinks.
No, the company. So drinks are extra.
He's so kind. But we are here for the cocktails. So what are we drinking today, Jim?
So we got 2 drinks here today. Brian told us last week he's more of a Scotch bourbon drinker. So I'm like, okay, I'll treat him well. So I brought some Glenlivet 12-year, one of my go-to Scotch.
Oh.
It's either that or Macallan, but I feel like Macallan's more of a dinner drink.
Okay.
It's a little bit more spicy. Whereas Glenlivet, to me, I think it's a little bit more smoother.
Okay.
So during the day, I think it's a lot more better lunch drink, perhaps.
So we're scotching.
We're scotching.
This is very nice.
Yes, and then for us two, we're having another, not Burgundy, it is French wine,
Okay.
but another Kirkland wine. So anybody watching this can probably get one because, you know, Kirkland wines are very easy to find in Costco. It's called a Vaqueras. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it. It sounds Spanish, but it's French. How would you pronounce that?
Vaqueros? Yes.
Anyway.
Oui, and I'd say oui at the end to make.
So we've been drinking a lot of Burgundy, right?
Right.
So I decided to go a little bit north of Burgundy where Rhone Valley is.
Oh.
So they're more known for, we call it Rhone varietal, which is GSM, Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvèdre.
Okay.
They're a little bit more, some people say spicy. Some people say it's a little bit darker.
Okay.
But I think when it's done properly, it can be very elegant and most importantly, very floral. That's what you like.
Okay. I do.
So let's pour some.
He knows my.
You gonna try some of this too?
No, I'm okay.
You're okay? You're gonna
I'm really not.
Absolutely.
It's not a wine, but like we
Hang
are.
on. This is my glass. That's your glass.
I never have. It's one of those things I've tried. Like
Just-
into the restaurants where I get beautiful bottles.
Really?
It's like, you know.
Not for you.
No, I feel bad because I don't appreciate it as much as other people do. So when I drink it, I feel like this is a waste.
Okay.
I wonder if it's an acquired taste for some people.
Well, some people are very sensitive to the fermentation.
Ah,
I based on my experience when
poor Fergus. Yeah.
when a couple, I'm so used to saying couple nowadays. When they don't like wine, it's because they don't like that fermentation smell or fermentation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I like mead.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, there you go. Now you know.
No, it was just at Soul Belly or the bar right at Soul Belly a couple days ago, and they had really good house meat.
Oh,
I don't want
what do you mean by house meat?
Like,
That sounds scary.
they make it in house.
Oh, okay. I mean, what do you mean they make it in house?
Well, it's a brewery, so they brew it there, or ferment it there, I should say. So tiny.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, let's venture in.
Let's venture in.
Do you smell scotch? I mean, I don't know.
I was like, I will though.
I don't know how you like it, so I just gave you straight.
I'm doing. Do you want me to do?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. To neighbors. Here we go.
Neighbors. Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's like Kool-Aid. It really is.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Are you serious? It is like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's
It's pretty nice, right?
yeah. It's like giving candy to a baby.
So to give you a little, that's more.
Yeah, I know.
It is 80% Grenache, 10% Syrah, and 10% Mourvèdre. So
What's Mourvèdre? Like, I mean, obviously in Spanish it means more like green,
No.
greener.
So Mourvèdre is obviously type of a grape.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I'm gonna guess it's green.
no.
No.
It's a red grape. I'm trying to find a good analogy.
What are you gonna miss?
So
No, I know, really.
so here
Not good at
that grapey, that Kool-Aid taste you're getting.
Yes.
That's from Grenache. Grenache is very fruity,
Okay.
very blueberry kind of flavor. Syrah is where you get that structure and spiciness at the end. I don't know if you get that little heat.
At the brain.
Yep. and then Mourvèdre is that it kind of combines it, gives a little like
Sharp.
it adds to it.
Little sharp
It adds a
nip.
little bit of acidity.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was just gonna
Yeah.
say. I would have been right on.
It adds a little bit of
Okay.
extra that you see that purple color.
Yeah.
That's definitely from Mourvèdre. Mourvèdre is it's kind of like perfect Petit Verdot and Cabernet. You know how in Bordeaux varietal, right?
Yeah.
When you get Bordeaux, it's predominantly Cabernet, but they mix it with Merlot and a little bit of Petit Verdot.
Okay.
Merlot is for the softness. Petit Verdot is for color.
Question: does that Mourvèdre kind of mellow out after it's been open for a minute?
It can.
Okay, because I'm not sure I'm such a fan. Just
It might not.
okay. I like the initial.
You don't.
I like the second. Do not like the finish.
You don't like the finish as much.
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like it'll calm down because we just opened 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we'll
So,
see if
yeah.
I get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you
We'll
know.
probably get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your Scotch?
Delicious.
We had a couple of Scottish folks in here this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah, they on our guest book they drew the flag and
She goes, I drew the flag, but I don't know that I drew it so well. So I put a little stick on it so I could see that it's a flag every time. It's very, very cute. Very, very cute.
it's awesome.
And I'm supposed to do a shout out, and I just remembered that I forgot.
It's never too late.
Hang on. It's Matthew and I'm going to have to go back to my notes.
we might have to.
I'm really sorry. We've had a lot of people this week.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like we say that every week. We're always saying, oh my gosh, we had so many people. We were so busy. But I mean, you all are busy.
We try.
How long have you been there? Tell us a little bit about history.
So we've been at that location now for 7 years.
Okay.
We had an original location. We're going to be going on 10 years here. It was on Charleston near Rancho.
Okay.
We moved from there 7 years ago and moved here. And yeah, it's a great location. Literally from Charleston, Las Vegas Boulevard to Fremont Street. The city actually only has 2 tattoo shops allowed, permitted, and zoned.
Oh,
So that's why, like, if you pass Charleston, you'll notice there's tattoo shops every block. There's at least 2 or 3 right across the other. But from there forward, it's only just the one pink building.
Yeah.
And us. So it's really nice because we do for a lot of the
we have a competitive pink building too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little Pepto-Bismol kind of color, but it's nice.
It's almost the same color as the one I'm talking about.
That's what I'm not.
Might be the same painter.
I don't know that it's very cool, but it is what it is, right?
No, it serves its purpose.
But I'm going to be honest. I mean, they have tattoos. We've got people that come in and we've seen their work. Seriously, so good. If you're coming to Las Vegas and you're coming in for a tattoo, go do that and then come over and see it.
My thing with
Or have a
tattoos,
bow renewal.
a lot of our viewers probably don't know I have a tattoo.
Yes, he does.
Because it's always on.
It's tall at back of his back and by his jeans,
Lower
but
back.
it's very cute. No kidding.
It's always hidden under my polo, but it's done purposely because that's what works.
It's a different kind of a stamp.
Yeah. So I have a tribal, right? It's a mixture of both Hawaiian and Polynesian, and then it basically drots out like what I went through, what my family is, and all that. It shows my value. So if you can read all the little nitty gritty details of the Hawaiian and Polynesian symbols,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell who I was. That's kind of the neat part about.
People always come in wanting that kind of tattoo. It's like, look, I could replicate that kind of stuff. If you give me an image, or I could, draw something up, but it will never be exactly. I would tell them, if you want a true Polynesian, you gotta go to them. There's shops in town that literally, we are the 9th island. That's what vaguely known as.
Right.
So it's like there are shops that specialize, know exactly what every weave means and tell the story.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people come in always. I was like, I could do it, but
It
traditionally speaking, it's definitely not right.
Why is that's interesting? But how nice of you to do the right thing and tell someone, hey, there are people.
I'd much rather push it to them and recommend a couple artists that are from the islands themselves that know how to do it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher something. That's
I like that.
And then I love the fact that we talked a couple weeks ago. You need a guy who did mine, and it's a small, just like wedding business. Wedding business, relatively small business.
We've seen. Yeah, when I know the industry with you guys. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and then it feels like the tattoo is kind of the same way. It's really cool.
It's a very small industry. It's one of those, if you burn a bridge, the whole town's gonna know about it.
Yeah.
And if it's a big enough issue or you burn a wrong artist, it could be known nationally. It's really it's one of those things. The artist community is very small. Like everyone knows everyone.
Amazing.
It has rapidly grown though.
How someone, this can sound kind of cuckoo, but how would someone burn a tattoo bridge? I'm just curious.
Stealing clients, stealing from the shop, leaving a shop without, just proper notice, or opening up another shop and stealing the artist, trying to open up another shop and start, like, hey, let's not tell them. So then the owner comes in, his shop's cleared out, or they ring.
Yeah, we're kind of like that. I mean, no poaching. We don't like that. But yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, there's certain ways to go about things in any industry. And some people do not go around it correctly, unfortunately. But it is a thing. We're getting better at it as an industry as a whole. But there's still the people that aren't really professional. But that's what this industry is found off of. So
wow, that's amazing. So tell us what drew you. That was pretty good, right? What brought you towards wanting to be a tattoo artist?
So here as artists, here my perspective, it's only the two things. There's the true like painters that are going to be very elitist about it.
Okay.
And then there's going to be the everyday person that understands a common need. And my thing is, I got into the industry for money. I don't care what people say. You get into it for passion. Yes, you could love it. But
if it pays the bills.
If every artist just loved art, they'd be painting, not tattooing. Everyone that says, "Oh, I love tattooing," hot take, but it's true. It comes down to everyone loves tattoo. It is a passion, but everyone fell into tattooing because it paid. Graffiti didn't pay. Yes, mural work pays. There's some amazing artists like there's Brett Rosepyler and Anthony Ortega and stuff like that do all these murals across Main Street.
Yeah.
But as far as like everyday painters goes, a lot of painters tattoo just because that's
how you make your living.
And so yeah, I got on it. I worked in the industry now for like 14 years.
Wow.
Started as shop hand, managing shops, doing that and eventually I worked at a couple of really good shops and a couple of really, really shitty shops.
Okay.
And seeing that even at the lower end shops, there was these guys that didn't take it seriously. Just a lot of them as bad as it say, just wanted a quick high so they get money, so they're able to continue that kind of lifestyle. It is a rock star lifestyle. It's easy money. We could easily make $800 to $2,000 a day sometimes.
That's crazy. Wow.
It's one of those things, but fast cash also in fast lifestyle.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just one of those things. I kind of got into it for that. Then seeing these artists that were just doing drugs and all, they couldn't even pull a clean line. They were still making way more while I was working at a shop and making.
Well, you mean pulling a clean line? That means you're not coming through your right.
Oh no, pulling a clean line with the tattoo.
Oh, making a clean line. Okay, gotcha. Pull clean line. I'm trying to learn the tattoo over here.
We talked a lot, but
right.
You gotta come to the shop more often.
I really do.
But yeah, so I just seen all these artists that really weren't taking it seriously. And I was like, you know what? If I tried and actually I bet I could be better than them. I might not be a revolutionary industry defining artist, and there's a place for everyone. I get like there are the people that need to push the boundaries and be that top end, but at the end of the day, some people, they don't need a world-class tattoo. They just want a really good nicely done tattoo by someone that they get along with. Personality goes a long way too. So like a lot of tattooers, they're amazing artists, but yeah, are they the best artists? Are they doing this world-class award-winning art? No, but not everyone needs that or desires that.
So then I hear what you're saying. You're saying, in other words, I get more on, that you have couples that actually, or people that come back to you.
Absolutely. Today I had someone that flew in for a tattoo and she's in.
Stop! Where'd she fly in from?
Montana.
How cool is that? Seriously.
She's going to the Comic-Con in San Diego tomorrow, but she stopped in a day early, flew in here to get a tattoo before. And so it's nice because we do have a lot of international people, or like I have a Canadian client that comes by twice a year, every 6-7 months, and been working on a leg piece with him. So yeah, we do have
because you do that in parts, right? Like as far as color too and stuff, right?
And just it's crazy
portability for people.
Yeah, that in
Vegas land. Just kidding.
We're working on financing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Klarna and all that, Afterpay, all those are we're working with, but we're trying to get a system because we all independent contractors, so we need a main line where everyone can distribute correctly, or at least where the shop could take the front of it. But we're trying to figure that out. But yeah, people fly in all the time. It's really cool, especially because it's Vegas. Unless you're from California, a weekend trip in Vegas is not hard to bribe the spouse. Like, hey, I want to go back to get a tattoo from Brian. Can we go back? Shoot, you mean go to the casino and get good food?
Yeah.
No.
You're right. You're right. What did that couple just tell us that just left a while ago? They're like, oh yeah, I guess so we'll see you back in 5 years for your brow renewal. She's like, Oh, we'll be back next month.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? From Kentucky?
Yeah, people come back literally, like we'll have people 3-4 times a year. They come by, or a lot of times it's with conferences and conventions. So people will come by.
So cool.
So yearly, like the veterinary convention, I'll have people that come by, or even tournaments like the pool tournament or the bowling tournament. We get people from the leagues that come by every year with their teams, and they get pieces. So
Cool.
it's about creating like an experience more than anything else.
I have to throw out that we did have a kind of a cool couple too, that it was a whole family. And what they do is every time they come to Vegas, everyone in the family, and there was probably 15 of them, they all get a matching tattoo.
Yeah.
See, that's
To remember the trip.
still to get 15 people in one party to come to. I can't even get 4 friends to get on board with
Same.
one trip together.
Well, you guys are quieter people. Not so much, yeah. But still,
I think they were from UK.
I don't remember.
I was like, I don't over the pond.
Wasn't it UK?
I don't think they were UK.
Can't remember.
Somewhere in the Midwest, I thought. But still, that's kind of cool. I mean, you come back to do that, and you have like regular clients, and
Yeah.
wow,
It's
that's amazing.
It's really interesting, like that people come to Vegas that much to where you can build a clientele up of not locals.
Oh.
Like I definitely have a more clientele off of tourists than I do locals even, but that's mostly for being on the strip.
For sure. Okay, so here's the big question. What was your first tattoo?
So it was like on me. Okay, no. First tattoo I did or first tattoo I got?
No, but you gained, but you did.
Okay, so the first tattoo I did was actually on myself.
On yourself?
Yeah,
Most
traditionally apprentices usually before you're like if you're confident enough to put your art on someone else, you should be confident enough to put it on yourself.
Okay, I'm sweating. Okay.
So yeah, I did do a tattoo on myself. It was the most ridiculous, horrible experience I could. I'm covered in.
Does it not hurt? Like, you know how you can't tickle yourself, right?
Oh, it hurts. It took 5 times longer than it should have because I was doing it to myself.
I was gonna say.
Where was it?
It was kind of like pulling off a bandage. If someone does it for you, it's a lot easier than if you guys sit there and do it yourself.
Okay, that's a
So
analogy.
I'm fairly covered in tattoos when I already got into the tattooing itself. So I've already been completely covered.
Right.
So it's like right near my groin, up on my hip area. And it's my favorite movie is Jurassic Park.
Okay.
So I got the mosquito and the amber, and I did it with like, but I couldn't.
Things you now know about Brian.
But
Wolfpack Tattoo.
But I didn't know because the area, like I was like trying to lie down, I couldn't see it. I should have now looked back. I'd have been standing up in the mirror trying to do it.
Okay.
Lesson learned. But yeah, so my mentor even came over and was like helping stretch the skin and just telling me to pull. And I was like pulling it, not even being able to see. Like, keep going. I pull it. It's like, wait, why are you going? And like, yeah, so there's lines that are like a ½ inch over. It was an experience.
Okay, so now now he's got me thinking, oh boy. The skin needs to be pretty taut, nice, right? Otherwise, if it's kind of not.
I mean, it's gotta.
It sounds like you were saying stretching this.
Yeah, like you gotta stretch. So all skin needs to be stretched. Like if you just go right here, even right there, I have to stretch it.
Have to pull.
So you get the pores completely. Because if you don't, the lines they'll look kind of shady, a little hot.
If you had to do one on this arm, just going there.
They still have to. Yeah.
Would you have to? Do you have to stretch too much?
No, just like that. But the thing is, like my mentor always told me, stretch to where your fingers hurt. Like if your hand's not hurting from stretching all day, or not pulling hard enough, like make it so that skin feels like it's about to tear. The more tight the skin is, the better the ink goes.
To me, when I was getting mine, I was amazed how many detail you can put just by doing that.
No.
Stretching, you get so much more. You get,
Yeah, you once see the key. I don't know all that detail can be on.
you see the sense of stretch. You see all this extra like marbling almost in a cake. Like thinking of like a steak, the marbling.
Okay, right.
If you stretch it, you get so you can go right through it. Because if you don't, there's like real divots in your skin. So when you move, it's not all the way filled in.
Wow, I would have never even thought of all this. This is amazing.
It's interesting.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, you don't have any, huh?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and do like a fake tattoo and then just kind of try to.
Well, just have him do it just without the ink in it, so just to know how to feel it.
I'll get the cherry popped eventually.
Yeah. No. I'm in my 60s. I don't know that I would.
Are you out?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was hoping for that. Just kidding. But no, I don't know that I would at this age.
Because I've tattooed 70.
Oh, I'm 80-year-old.
Really?
I've tattooed an 87-year-old on their face.
Okay.
It was
All right. Next week when I come in, I'm gonna have a tattoo on my face.
No.
Brian's gonna. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
Arm, leg, maybe shoulder. We'll start small.
Oh, somewhere you could, like a wrist a little bit.
She doesn't need that much street credit.
I'm too much of a chicken plucker. I don't know that I'd be able to do
Or
that.
you can go with Dave as 20 year.
Yeah, no,
With
it's okay. I like diamonds and things.
But you get some street cred. That way, like, if you're...
I've been in a couple of books. I shouldn't even say. Look where you're taking me, Brian. Anyhow,
The alcohol, not...
so the history of tattoos, I thought I would kind of inform our guests. I decided to do a little bit of show prep. Dates back to like 3100 BC, somewhere around there.
And we're
around
still
BC.
and we're still discovering, even like every time they discover it earlier, we've like seeing more and more markings, and it goes back even farther than we think it does.
It's kind of crazy because they found a guy that they call the Iceman after like 1991 in the Alps, and he was completely mummified, and he had like 61 tattoos.
Yeah, they even have some that are preserved where you can see they're actual like elks and antelopes and hunters. They tell stories with them. Just
Hieroglyphics, right? That's what I'm thinking, right?
yeah,
I mean, they tell a story, right?
absolutely, and they still do to this day, like his.
Yeah, totally. I met a man from Papua New Guinea. He had 3 wives. Working on the 4th, he was. But all of his tattoos were stories, like his whole life from birth to, and I'm like, it's just like crazy amazing. We put him in an Elvis suit, and it was really kind of cool.
Awesome.
And we really did. I'm not joking. That's when we did the National Geographic with my King Cadillac back in the day. But they called that mummified mummy, the Iceman, because they found him in the Alps. And I heard that also tattooing back in the day used to be also kind of like acupuncture. And they used to do like, I guess to help with arthritis or even tooth pain. To me, that's like saying, let me slap you in your left leg hurts. Let me punch you in your right leg so your left leg won't hurt as much. Like, that's what was my thinking was.
You ever seen the movie? You ever seen the movie Major Pain?
No.
Let me see the finger. And it snap.
Snaps it?
So it's shot. It's like, let me see your finger. Just
So that
everybody.
West didn't hurt, right? That's my thinking. I don't know. But
the crazy thing with it is actually, so the more you get tattooed, the stronger your immune system gets too, is what we're finding.
okay. More new stuff. I had no idea. Are you serious?
100%. So if you get one tattoo, it does lower your immune system because your white blood cells and everything are working. But the more often you get tattooed, they've actually been finding out the stronger the immune system. Like, and I'll hold true. Like, I know a lot of people like,
Because you're fighting off infection to heal, correct? Is that why?
exactly, your body's constantly used to fighting things, so it's overbuilt and has a stronger immune.
That's so
yeah, you
amazing.
figured out recently that, and it makes sense though, because like there's a lot of things going around a couple of years ago that kind of took the world over. I managed to dodge it every single time. I'm living with friends that had it. Not once, and I've tested every time, and just
This guy.
got lucky. But
Hot digging.
I blame tattoos in a lot.
That's awesome. So for all of our friends out there that have tattoos, I mean, your immune system's amazing. We just want to let you know. That's crazy.
And we also, Dahmer said, we cannibals don't like the taste of people with tattoos. We taste worse.
Okay.
So
That would be the reason to go ahead and...
it's actually safe to get them if you don't want to be eaten.
So those salts, drugging...
In case we have a zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Right.
do not go for the tatted people. They will not be the best.
Wow. I wonder what that's about, though.
If you can find us, we kind of like have built-in camouflage, though.
That's kind of... Yeah. All right. That's kind of funny, though. I don't know. That's a thought.
She could look a little letter line work.
Yeah, okay, quit, stop. I'm not...
You get some street cred.
You guys, I don't even need it. You have no idea.
But if you got one, like,
Tell you
just the
afterwards,
picture.
right? I got street cred, yeah.
But like, if you were walking down the street and you had a tattoo, I would go to the other side of the road. In the middle of the night, I'll definitely go to the other side of the road in the middle of the night. You see you
So funny. Anyway, cheers to that scotch and your wine. Things we're learning today. That's pretty darn cool, right? So your immune system's pretty good then, too. So whenever you think you're...
There might have been a lot.
No, you're fine.
He's due again.
It's just a flesh wound.
I want to get a whole sleeve sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, it's the Polynesian. I have funny artists I could recommend to you.
Really? Look at this guy. I love it. So, okay, so then we got through your first tattoo. What would you say was the worst tattoo that someone asked you
To do.
to... Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm so excited.
Okay, so that could go different ways. Worse as
What comes to
in,
mind first?
well, imagery or like just
What comes to
dumb.
mind first?
So a couple. I've tattooed. This guy came in wanting the Harry Potter. We've all seen Harry Potter. Well, most of us. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Right across, like right above his pube line. Like,
Wow.
actually a really good spot for that same. I was like, that's really creative.
Okay.
Then he hits me with, I just won a lot of money last night. How much would it be to get my tattooed?
No.
And I was like, are you serious? He said, yeah. And I was like, not really into, like, want to do one of those.
It's like,
And
Could recommend you on that.
but then he sold it though. He's like, I want to get the Elder Wand.
No.
wait. Quick question. Did you not ask how much money did you win first?
Oh no.
That would have been fun. Okay, you're a total guy. Okay.
I got my money out of it. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I ended up doing it, but he wanted. I was like, I want to get the Elder Wand from Harry Potter on my actual junk.
Wow.
And I looked at him. I was like, no. And they looked at me. He's like, I want to cast some curses on these bitches.
Wow.
I didn't know what to respond to with that.
Right.
It's clever. Like, you bastard.
Okay.
I told him
That's
16.
crazy.
I told him 1,600.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes later, he was out the door, and I had 1,600 in my pocket.
Wow.
An elder one.
An Elder Wand.
Shouldn't make hot dog because that's not the right appropriate line, but
Hot wand.
wow, hot wand. Oh my
How long ago was that?
gosh.
It took about the tattoo, not that long.
No, like when?
The tattoo took about 30 minutes. It was
I meant like how long ago did this happen?
this was
I'm crying.
about it 2 years ago,
Couple.
and it all happened within 30 minutes. It was-
So whatever it is, whatever your dream is, whatever you're seeking to put on your body, wherever it is on your body,
Just a couple extra gloves.
depending.
can't even imagine. Well,
lot of it there.
it probably has a limit.
But yeah, there are. But then I had like people come in wanting hate crime tattoos, and it's like,
Oh, okay.
no, and like I'm not a like
I'm not your
that
guy,
person.
right?
Well, that it's like they're lucky. Like some of the other people that I work with, like I'm very much, it's good, get out of here. I'm not.
Yeah.
This I was like, girl, you're lucky my coworker, my owner wasn't here. They beat the out of you for this.
Right.
Thinking about it, like this
It's
gets
kind of
out.
craziness.
And yeah, I'll cover them. I'll cover every single one for free.
Sure.
If someone comes up with a policy and they want a gun, I won't even charge them. Like that,
Right.
I'm doing the world a favor getting rid of it.
Sure.
So yeah, that's definitely a thing that comes into play too.
Cool. And you know what? Sometimes I think too, some people don't even think because I had a situation like that where we knew someone that used to be, I guess back in the day, he was part of a supremacist kind of thing.
Hopefully, you
And he ended up, right. They grew up and he had all these tattoos.
You want to cover it up.
What do? You know what I mean?
laser.
That's obviously,
There's
yeah.
also a lot of laser technicians that will gladly take them again to most laser technicians will do it for free, or they'll want to do it as like, let me take photos and do this as a progress so we could advertise for it.
Right.
But most people, when it comes to hate tattoos on their bodies, we're trying to get rid of them more than anything, and
It's really great.
we'll take a loss on it to make sure.
Yeah. And that's, again, I mean, it's the arts, right?
Yeah.
The arts, they're just kind people, right?
Yep.
Good souls, good.
Sometimes. No,
Most of them.
most of
That
it.
guy's good.
I try.
That's really great. Wow. Okay. So then, come on, you got to come up with a.
Well, to me, because tattoo is always interesting, because in Korea,
Yeah.
tattoo is so here in U.S.
It's illegal out there.
Exactly. Here in U.S., there's a complete different segment for tattoo artists to have certain license and all that. Correct.
Yes.
Whereas in Korea, they don't. So technically, legally speaking, you have to have a full-on medical license because of the needle
Oh.
to perform tattoo in Korea. But there's a whole, but there's a gray area within the legality, so that you can still. There's a lot of artists in Korea who still does it.
Oh, and they're amazing. Like,
And there are some amazing people doing it, but there's that there's that freedom of getting tattoos here in the U.S. that's not really viable option in other countries.
and it's
And then
crazy though, because even across the U.S. legality, it changes. So
depending
for
on state.
age regulations so like Nevada, we have to have a bloodborne pathogen card, which everyone should have for cross contamination, all that. We should all know that,
Okay.
anyways. But then we're state licensed, so we actually have a body art card given to the state that we have to renew, and we have to test for originally and all that kind of stuff. Versus some other states like the health department comes by the shops every few months. We just got 100% a couple of weeks ago.
100%.
They come by every couple of months just to make sure everything's held to a standard, all the eagles and all that. Versus some, and we have to have, licensing. Some states like Texas, you just pay $25. You get a business license. You can open up a tattoo shop. There's no licensing. You can buy a gun. You can buy a machine off of Amazon, all that kind of stuff. And it's really sad. Because it's kind of scary.
Because you don't know what.
Yeah, their unregulations is kind of.
Well, that's just like going to another country and getting your dental work done or something. Like, I can't even imagine.
I grew up going to Nogales.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I'm from Tucson.
My brother always worried me. Like, my brother always talked about it. Said, just don't.
Well, the funniest part with a lot of those is a lot of those dentists are American and they work and they just go over and work there and they come back on the weekends.
I even know.
Like, it's mostly like my one out there.
Yeah.
He was American.
Wow.
And they work in Nogales. And but there's like you see everyone going to Istanbul, Turkey to get their hair done.
Right.
That's the thing. When I look at it,
Jersey Shore, I said.
Nevada is one of the safest place regulation wise to get to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As it could be for a lot of things, just because we have so many international people. Like, it's not good. Let's say we tattoo someone, they get an infection, they go back home and they die over there from an infection or something. It's kind of an international issue happening. And so, yeah, we should be held to a higher standard. But obviously there's
a lot to it.
There's a lot of overseeing, though. You want it to be capped out a certain. There's super oversight where you don't want too much. It's always.
Yeah.
So regulation's good within this.
Sure have its limits. Wow. That's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Well, did you have another tattoo question?
Can you be allergic to the ink?
So how that works, a lot of people still think they reject red. There are some dyes that people, but when it comes down to, it's a lot of like what's mixed in it. Not so. A lot of the pigments are very natural, organic, and all that. Like even the inks I use are vegan friendly and all that kind of stuff. But it comes down to the mixtures. A lot of people like the vegetable glycol or the glycerin, all that kind of stuff. People have issues with. So it's not really the ink itself, more the mixture properties.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting that way. Like I knew someone like with vapes, they weren't allergic to nicotine, but the glycerin is what they were allergic to, and they were having issues with that. So it's more just the product within it that the people are allergic to.
Okay.
But yeah, ink itself, though, is fairly safe, especially nowadays. There are some reactions, but a lot of people are like, oh, I'm allergic to red ink. If you're allergic to one ink, you'd be allergic to all of them, essentially. So it's not really like a single.
Not like red dye.
No, and like back in the day, though, a lot of people, they just didn't know how to apply a lot of those inks, or the pigments weren't that great. A lot of companies, didn't know the right formula. Nowadays, it definitely is advanced enough to where some people, obviously, their skin's a little harder to work with.
Right.
But it's not too big of an issue.
That makes sense. Wow.
So
it's kind of like diabetics.
Out of the few long sittings I've done, I've been told my skin tends to reject ink. What does that mean?
That's an attitude.
That's it's just rude. So that just comes down to a person by person. It's not. There's a couple different factors, but it could be a variable of so many different things. Okay. Yeah. It could come down to just those days you're dehydrated even. Like hydration comes into a huge play when we're tattooing people. If they're it's not like alcohol, the blood affects up.
You hear it then.
But just dehydration, people don't drink any water. Your skin's based. It's like tattooing a leather belt or beef jerky. It doesn't go in well. It's really rough. The skin tends to bleed and butcher a little easier.
Yeah, the bleeding. I've seen that on tattoo.
And it's crazy because a lot of times we'll just split and we don't even go through all the layers of skin. A lot of people think we're going all the way in. It's like it's going through the first 3 layers of dermis. So we're not even going all the way through. But a lot of those people is like, you barely do that. Their skin starts to split. And that happens a lot with more mature clients too. Once they start getting 70s, 80s, like
old skin. Is that what?
Yeah, they tend to they scratch, they tend to bleed really easy and stuff.
Yeah, like diabetics.
Yeah, diabetics is a huge thing. A lot of people don't think, oh, I'm diabetic, I can't get tattooed. That's not necessarily true as long as you let us know in advance.
Right.
Some artists obviously won't. We have to check some medications. Like,
sure.
Obviously, if you're on medications, let us know. We got to check some things. But for the most part, as long as everything's kept in check, you have everything with you, you're keeping your monitoring, we should be good. Just a little, you tend to scar up a little easier, scab a little easier, and your skin could be a little more sensitive, but still possible.
Because for me, what I remember is when he did mine, after a while, when he wipes it, just to get a clear view of it, it will be just damp and ink. And then he's like, you reject a lot of ink. So he has to go.
Yeah, pressure. or if you're overhydrated. Like one of my friends,
They should use you double, but
well, one of my friends, he gets work done. Yeah, fair. Gets work by like some of the same art. Like he got work done by this artist too, and
beautiful work, by the way.
his skin just bleeds. Like he this plasma to the point where my friend looked into it. Like, what can I do to stop bleeding so much? To the point where he found out like, oh, I could eat a bunch of broccoli the night before and the morning of, and it actually helps make me bleed less. So there's like even like things like that you have to take the initiative yourself to figure out.
Oh, sure, of
But
course.
do help to where you're able to.
Is that amazing?
Now, can you bust some myth? I don't know if it's a myth.
What is that?
All my friends who's getting tattoo, right?
Okay.
They'll say Advil, ibuprofen, all that stuff's gonna help to reduce pain.
So it doesn't take the ouch factor off, but it does help with the swelling. So after a couple of hours, or even during, you tend to get a little inflamed. Your body's fighting stuff. So it does help with that. The biggest thing for pain is be hydrated the night before, not the morning of. People always chug water the day of. It's like takes hours for it to soak into your skin.
Sure.
And a good meal, a good protein, carb heavy meal really does. I mean, it's like going to the gym without eating. Your body's going to tap out. You're going to be weak. You're not going to be able to do anything. Same thing with the tattoo. You maybe just be sitting there, but your body's doing a lot of work on the inside.
So in other words, have a big steak and potato and butter.
I was a Benny's, IHOP, something with pancakes, eggs.
It's like,
I did mine 2 6 or 7 hour seating for the whole thing.
wow.
And then by the first one, he thought he could get the whole thing done. I had to tap out because like towards the end of it, my arms are like shaking.
I can only imagine.
Touching your yeah. And then like up here, out here is okay. It's in here.
Yeah.
And up towards the neck here. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Oh, you have all the way up here?
It goes all the way up to almost to right there. Yeah.
That's why I wear the collar so you can't say it. It was a regular tee.
Yeah.
King
Then right on the collarbones. Oh. When he was doing like right by the bone, I felt like he was on my neck when he was.
I heard the foot ones hurt.
Feet are extremely painful.
There's a lot of fat down there. They're just kind of bony.
So it's everyone feels pain differently, really.
Yeah.
But primarily feet, hands, lower back really are some of the more, and sternum really are more of the painful areas. But yeah, no, feet are something else. I have a 2.5 hour tattoo of a sloth on my big toe, just my toe.
Sloth.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
This was so cute.
I regretted life choices so bad. It was one of those, it sounded like a great idea. The second the needle hit me, I was like, what the hell am I thinking? Why would I do this?
Now, do you feel like it's an addiction too, though, for some people? So, because it's kind of like
An addiction, yes, but I think it plays more on your ADD. Because you look in the mirror and you see a tattoo, your other side starts to look a little uneven, or like you see it, you're like,
empty.
now I need a little rest. Then when you do one, then the other one looks empty. You do one here, then you want one.
I cannot do all of that.
Like I'm sure even yourself, you want to level yourself out probably. You want to do like the lower knees coming out, or the other arm, the level. Exactly.
That's the only thing I'm a little different.
yeah.
For me, if I only want it on one arm, because I think to me that looks just like so more traditional, I guess.
Okay.
On the traditional.
Traditional in what sense?
I don't know that.
Okay, but in your mind, it works out like
Yeah. Like I feel that's more, in a sense, I don't want to say proper because it's a subjective thing.
Right. Okay.
It's not an objective to me. Like
Somehow in your head,
yeah.
that makes sense.
See, when you first started though, was that all you envisioned having was just that?
oh, actually,
Or was it the pain? You're like, oh no, my body was like, well, how do you think?
You're seeing.
the high story on my tattoo is when we first went over, I was talking with him, and then we kind of got the idea what to do. I told him I kind of want to hide it just wearing polo because for work.
Right.
Because I don't want to wear long sleeves in the summer, obviously, because it's so hot.
Right.
And then after all that, he does he does freehand. So he just draws a basic outline of what it's gonna, like, where it's gonna sit.
Okay.
And then he fills in the rest by
With the ink. Right.
with
Right.
the ink.
Of course.
There's no stencil. So
Right.
it's all trust. Yeah, exactly. But I trust a guy, and then
I think
when he first drew that initial outline, I was a little taken back in terms of, oh God, that's a lot more than I thought. I thought it was gonna end here.
band like this.
No. So I thought it's gonna start. You see the penguin? I thought it's gonna be like this much right here.
Okay.
I didn't expect to go all the way up here
Oh.
and all the way down here. I thought it's gonna, yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I'm in for a lot more than I
Say
thought.
how your wife would say, okay.
So I thought a 6 to 8 hour sitting became 7 hours. So,
As it always does.
but then I don't regret it.
Well, of course,
felt
it's
like-
great. That's great.
Well, that's the thing. I trusted him because he's the expert at it. That's me. When I'm expert at something, I want our clients, our customers to trust me.
Yeah.
Right. When I pay someone, an expert like yourself, any other tattooers or any other field, I trust them 100%. Once you get, when you feel the vibe, you kind of know, right?
I always tell people that they'll come in, they'll try to micromanage the whole thing. It's like, you're paying really good money for the expertise. You don't hire a lawyer and tell a lawyer how to do their job.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
Ask you a question. It's kind of a little bit of a personal question. Ex-boyfriend. Would you talk some teen out of getting maybe a devil with a diaper tattoo off?
So it was like a traditional hot stuff tattoo.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Play that game. I go, oh gosh.
So hot stuff was actually a super traditional tattoo design where that goes back to the Pike days, like the sailor days and all that. So my thing is with kids getting tattoos, so Vegas legally with parental consent,
Yes.
14.
14.
I shit you, mind you, I will not.
Well, what's your search
Bar.
Mine and it.
I'd be in there grabbing Brian's ear. You're not going to touch my son. Just kidding. I don't have a kid, but that was just
Yeah, no. So my thing is, depending on the design, I will go 16 to 17 is where I'll think about it.
Okay.
But it has to be the kid can't be the one like little obnoxious piece of shit. Like if it seemed like an actual good kid that like earned it or deserved it,
or military.
the parents very much feel like then okay, let's talk. If it's something meaningful, like
You have consent.
like
Yes.
yes, the parent has to be there. I have to have birth certificates. Everything has to line up.
Oh, really?
Yes, they have to be in the studio the whole time with the child and everything.
Oh, during the whole process.
Yeah, but my thing is like there's some kids that want to come in, they just want to get their hand tattooed or their arm, and the parents come in with them and like are cool with it. It's like, look, you need to be a parent, not a friend. Like that's not the best for your 16-year-old to get a hand piece.
Yeah.
So if they come in like, oh, my grandparents died and my grandma used to write love so and so on all her letters. I want to get my grandmother's initial that she used to sign her card with on her arm. I have no problem doing that. That is something where absolutely but if it's something where you could wait, you just want to get something to be a cool high schooler.
Wait a couple
We
weeks.
could probably wait, but like also though, if the parents feel like it and you are a good kid, like my thing is if you could drive a car, like if you're 16, you could drive a car. That's putting people's lives in danger driving 70 miles per hour down the freeway.
Sure.
If your parents feel you're safe and responsible enough to do that, and they think you're responsible enough to get a tattoo, I'm not gonna fight it. Yeah, but as long as it's within reason.
I'm gonna get a little package real quick.
We're just going to get a quick package. You know what? I have a really fun fact.
Thank you. There you go. Appreciate it.
So here's my fun fact. In 2012,
2012.
things kind of changed a little bit, and more women were getting tattoos than men
Oh, starting that year.
for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kind of interesting, right?
Nowadays, the majority has tattoos over not tattooed. It's
I was going to say the
This
same
past
thing,
year,
so I
21%.
feel like I'm kind of special.
you're cooler now and more unique, not having tattoos. That people used to want to get tattooed to feel unique and to feel that individualism. Now not having them is actually probably the way to go if you want to do that.
Well, I did see this one thing on TV. I don't even know what I was watching, but they covered this guy's face.
Oh, with the
Did you see the one where they did like the
they took away all his
like they did dermal blend? They took off all his face tattoos and everything. He looks at himself in the mirror and he's like lost.
He's
like
uncomfortable.
he doesn't feel like himself. And then he goes to see his, I don't know if she was wife or fiance, and you could tell her look was like, oh, you look different. Like the tattoos make you look so much.
It's like a beard. Like if,
I think so.
oh, makeup on a women. It's one of those things. It's so even especially with like full chest panels, like you could be as tubby as you want, but if you have a front panel, it kind of flattens out your stomach a little bit. Kind of like though a lot of people that are super ripped will get these beautiful tattoos, and it takes away the definition. You can't no longer see their six pack because the tattoo hides it. So tattoos definitely they can make you a little more attractive in some ways because they could hide some flaws.
Yeah. In Korea, so Asian culture is still relatively I don't want to say frowned upon. It still has a negative pretense because how tattoo culture start Asia.
They're kind of a little bit slower.
So when I was at Japan last time, I definitely had some issues.
Some looks at
Some bathhouses I couldn't go into. There were some
They won't let you in?
a lot of them no, traditionally speaking, no, and that's okay. But
What is that about? Why? I don't understand.
'Cause
Just so I understand.
Yakuza.
a lot of times Yakuza gang.
Gang.
It's like in Japanese, the mafia. So their mafia
Okay.
has tattoos and all that. So they want bathhouses to not be any gang relations or anything, essentially. So they want people to be no tattooed in there. So there's kind of like nightclubs with colored hats. You can't wear wear what your gang colors. You can't wear all red.
Okay.
Kind of like that with tattoos and
Wow, that's interesting.
Because when I went to Korea, I was in a restaurant. It's full on heater because it's December, right?
Sure.
So I took my jacket off because I'm wearing my T-shirt, so you can see. So you can see maybe like this much, like maybe
enough.
Just enough. And
Did they
then
ask you to leave?
no.
Oh.
Well, I can tell servers are getting uncomfortable with me.
Oh.
And then when I start speaking Korean, they were fine. But there is that negative pretense still for a lot of the.
Wow.
I would say like our generation
Sure.
is probably not a big deal because they've seen it.
course,
TikTok,
right.
Instagram, all that.
Right.
It's probably globalized. So, but it's your generation in another country.
I do have a fellow artist that actually went a couple years ago to Disney Tokyo. And she has, beautiful work going all the way down her fingers to her cuticle area and all that. It's like they actually, and she was wearing a tank top. They pulled her in security office and secondaried her for a little while to see any motives and all that. And then actually told her she could either cover up and she'd have to buy a sweater or
How dare they? That's the way they get to sell those shirts. Just kidding.
Disney makes their money.
So anyway, if you want to have no drama at your wedding, what do we say? Have a costume party.
Costume party.
Everyone shows up in costume. You'll have no drama. They won't even know it's your wedding. So they didn't get involved, and it's perfect. And then another little fun story was someone jokingly invited the Queen of England to their wedding, and she showed up.
The actual queen.
The actual queen. Well, I mean, she's obviously...
She's not more. She's gone.
Yeah.
I wonder what she
the late
gifted.
Queen.
I wonder what she gifted.
I hope it wasn't an iPod like that one. Anyway, but if you do want a queen at your wedding, not that kind of queen, but the late queen, we do have a friend whose mom, I like to call them the mums, M-U-M, mom, not mummy, but mum. We do have a friend whose mum used to do,
The impersonator.
yeah, as the Queen of England in England. So I guess it would go with our door. Maybe we should just have her come in and do it just for the fun of it. I would love that. Any rate, we just really want to thank our guests, Brian from Wolfpack Tattoo. We had the best time. Obviously, we went a little long.
Very
but, yeah. Long in the tooth, as they say. Yeah, always my fault. But thank you for being with us. So I'm going to say cheers to wine
Wedding.
and tattoos. Yeah, and love. Cheers.